Hello, 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 and welcome. Welcome to the Avazoo AAP training call. And I hope everybody is excited about this because I certainly am. And hello, Johnson. Glad to have you on the call. And hopefully a lot more people will come in, joining around the world. If we have some disruptions, as we've had some blackouts and storms here in Australia, Paul will be here to help back me up as well. So welcome to the call again. I'm Kelly Felgate, located in Australia, Australia's master distributor and also Australia's national representative. Now, I'm going to be sharing a screen with you today about the AAP program and why you should be really excited about this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So I'm just going to share screen. We've had a few technical issues this morning, so we're going back to old school. Now, I will not be able to see you at all. Now, hopefully you can see this. So welcome to the AAP program, Training and Digital Marketing Training Call. Now, this is a raffle extravaganza where you can win cash prizes, earn cash bonuses, and a chance at winning $1 billion or one of the other 16 million other cash and prizes with a 1 in 3 chance, 1 in 3 odds, in the raffle. Now, also what we are doing this for is to be an ATM machine for struggling charities around the world. 70% of all revenue raised from the sale of raffle tickets will be helping charities worldwide accomplish their missions. Now, this will go towards the prizes and the causes in areas like natural disasters, children's foundations, humanitarian causes, global charities, infrastructure, third world development, climate control, and where we really need some systems in place, medical research and support, grants of up to $1 million. You might have somebody who has a great innovation that can make a positive impact in the world. We are here to give a helping hand, and many, many more. Now, as mentioned, 70% will go towards the prize and bonuses. If you have a look at this pie graph, you'll see the green, that is for the prizes, the red is for the bonuses, and there's 30% overhead expenses and operations that is also put to a great cause. Now, each raffle will raise an estimate of $3 billion per raffle going towards these causes. Now, the AAP program is such an amazing program that all you need to do is place banners in your stores. You'll be making money by posting materials with your personal QR code that we'll give to you that is linked to your store. And you will be supporting these humanitarian efforts across the globe. You will also have an associate business with fundraising programs ever conceived. You also will receive 5% revenue streams digitally without collecting or paying out any money. Avazoo will do all that on your behalf. Now, you'll also be allowing your customers to duplicate revenue streams for your business over and over again. You will not have to train your employees either, and you'll also receive a free $100 entry ticket for participating in the AAP program. There's no customer support required. Avazoo handles everything. We have a great support desk to handle any complaints, and you also do not need to be licensed because Avazoo has all the licensing requirements. We will be asking you just simply to be placing a banner in your store. And with this, you'll be offering in those banners your customers and patrons to be able to purchase a raffle entry. With that raffle entry, 5% commissions will come to your store for the generation of that advertisement that is linked to you. You will receive 5% commissions from every ticket sold. You will also be rewarded if someone from your store was to win the $1 billion. Now we have first prize $1 billion. We have 100 individuals who will also win second prize of $1 million. Now, if your store was to introduce that winner of the first prize, you will be rewarded $3 million. Now, out of the 100 individuals who receive second prize, if they were to win, you would receive $100,000 per individual who wins because we have 100. Now, your store will also be recognized as attraction and rapport for being a good service, not only in your community, not only in your nation, but also around the world for doing a great cause to help humanitarian causes and those pillars, the charities that we've mentioned. Now, you also do receive a $100 ticket to enter into the raffle, which is so fantastic because this gives you the opportunity to also have a chance to win the $1 billion yourself or one of the other 16 million other cash and prizes. Now, as a training call on the AAP, you will also learn about the stores and how simple this is. Having a look at this image. Now, if you look at this store and you see that banner on the counter, that is how easy this is. That is all that we're really asking, and we want to reward you for the efforts of simply placing the banner in your store, which has a QR code attached, and that is connected with you. Now, as mentioned, you receive those bonuses for the rewards, and customers just come and they scan the QR code. You will need to print out the materials, but I'm sure the person who's inviting you will help you there as well. There's no transactions, there's no chargebacks, there's no inventory, there's no customer service. Avazoo handles everything. It is really this easy of just simply placing a banner where people can see it and scan it. So promote our banners in your store and you will reap rewards. You will earn commissions, you will unlock bonuses, and stand a chance to win big also. And we handle everything for you, all the logistics and the management. Now, what is the AAP program? Well, when you join with the AAP or you want to promote the AAP for Avazoo to outreach into the community, you will have your own free website. And even as a retail store or an outlet, you will also have your own website attached to the QR code in telling and explaining everything for you. Everything is done for you. Now, this will go to your prospects and they will be able to watch a short video. They'll be able to read up all about what the Avazoo Associate Partner Program is all about. Now, this is unparalleled. It is once in a lifetime opportunity. And if you let it slip away now, you'll be missing out on something so completely wonderful with no chance to ever experience it again. We are going down in history. This is the first worldwide ever licensed billion-dollar raffle. Now let's recap of how easy it is just to place that banner in your store and what you will be rewarded to as an AAP inviter. So you've invited an AAP store. What's in it for you? Well, if that AAP store was to introduce through their patrons the billion-dollar winner, you will also be rewarded $1 million for inviting that AAP store. Now, as an AAP store, you're also able to increase your leverage in free additional entries. Now, as an AAP store, has their patrons scan the QR code and purchase a ticket. For everybody who does this, you will receive an additional 15 free entries. Now, that could end up to thousands of people a day, depending on your location. That can be a lot of free entries accumulating in leverage to increase your probability of winning a higher cash prize. Now, if your AAP was to invite one of the second place winners, and we have 100 of those, now through their code and attached to you also, you will be rewarded with $50,000 each winner. So what if you had two that come in, or three? So also we have the $50 million bonus pool. Now, this is something to be really, really excited about also, because you will receive 10 points per store to go into your $50 million bonus pool. Now, if you had 10 stores, the qualifier for the points to enter into the $50 million bonus pool is 100. If you had 10 stores, you'll qualify immediately to go into the $50 million bonus pool. Now, this is also long-term for the AAP. Any patron that comes through their store is with them lifetime. So this will also accumulate free entries for you as well. This is certainly a history-making event, and it's the first, and wow, it's amazing. So it's something not to miss out on. Now, also looking at our inviter matching bonus. So now I'm more focused on you introducing AAPs to our opportunity. You have your own inviter code with the matching bonus. Now, let's say you invited the grand prize winner of $1 million. You will be rewarded $1 million. Now, we have 10 levels deep. So say, for example, I invited you. Kelly invited you. I would be rewarded $250,000. Paul invited Kelly, so he would receive $250,000. Steve invited Paul, so he would receive $150,000. Jack invited Steve, so he would be rewarded $100,000. Then the next player, which will be 100,000, 50,000, then level 7, 50,000, level 8, 50,000, level 9, 50,000, and level 10 will be 25,000. So this is rewarding every person who is participating, and if this is your winning line. Now, you can be rewarded from the efforts of your team. If one of you introduces the billion-dollar winner. Now, this is pretty amazing. Now, having a look at this should be really a light bulb moment for you of why you would really want to go out and introduce AAP stores into your winning line. You've invited the store, and having a look at the color code line here, Mrs. Orange, Mr. Green, Mr. Yellow, Mr. Blue. These are patrons that the AAP store has introduced. Now, you will receive an additional 15 free entries and 10 points to the $50 million bonus pool. Now, remember, if the store was to win through this line, they will receive $3 million if it's the first prize winner, and you will receive $1 million. Now, I live here, and we are a very small little village of only 3,000 people. Now, we have a supermarket here, and I know for a fact that there's 1,000 to 1,500 patrons go through our supermarket store every single day. Now, how many would it take to get, wow, like what if I had half of that? What if I had 500 people purchasing a ticket from that store? That's a lot of additional free entries, increasing my probability to win $1 billion or $1 million or one of the other higher cash prizes. Something to be excited about. Now, Paul will clarify here with me as well at the end of the call. Now, with an AAP store, they are not included in the $50 million pool. Now, if they were to introduce, because everybody has an opportunity at this, so the store person, patron who purchased a ticket, they are going to want to invite their family, friends, and loved ones as well. So as they invite a friend and then a friend and a friend, and we just spoke about the level 10 of the prize bonus rewards for introducing. What if someone from your AAP store, someone you don't even know, was that 10th winner? So having a look over here, I'm just going to call him Zach, and he wins the $1 billion. Now, Sally invited Zach, and this is all from an AAP. Well, she'll be rewarded $1 million. Now, Jeffrey invited Sally, so he gets $250,000. Now, as you go down the line, you'll see that Sarah, she was the first person invited from Mrs. Orange, who has bought her ticket from the AAP store. Now, Mrs. Orange invited Sarah, so she got $50,000. But you invited the AAP store. Now, the AAP store, they have their own revenues coming to them with the 5% commissions. So Mrs. Orange invited Sarah, but you will be rewarded $50,000 because it's your winning line. And the person who invited you would also be rewarded $25,000. Now, I'm going to call on Paul at the end of the call just to clarify that I'm correct here. Now, the $50 million bonus pool, why is that important? Each AAP store is equivalent to 10 points. Required 100 points to qualify. Now, if you have 100 divided by 10, that's 10 stores that you would want to introduce just to be able to qualify for the $50 million bonus pool. Now, there is other options of ticket sales, a $20 ticket sales, 1 point, and there is a list of that as well, which I'll talk about in the training. So when you aim big, it's better to fail at a big target than to come up sharp on a smaller target in where you could have obtained more. Never lower your target. Increase your actions. If you want more, do more. So aim big. This is such a really, it's amazing. It's still blowing me out of the water. Now, prospecting should be fun. Sifting, sorting, separating. Choose a store that you know that could be your warm market. You speak the same language as them. You have a niche. They might be a pet store. You might love pets. So you have that connection. Remember also that to not hold any emotional attachment when they say yes or no. The more you do, the more comfortable you will become. So prepare and execute. Go out of your comfort zone. Limiting beliefs remove. Any fear eliminate. False evidence appearing real. So come out of your comfort zone and really sees this opportunity that is really once in a lifetime opportunity. Now, remember, it's not also a script. It is not the person you're talking to. It is the person on the other end of the line, whether it be a phone call, whether it be an email, whether it be some other kind of incentive. What are your prospects looking for is very important to understand. They will unite when they see an offer of value. Now, how can generating more income stream, that is of value to them, especially if they're a struggling business and they're trying to recover. Now, they will unite with people that they see also as leaders, and they are going to take them to the promised land. So know your promise, know your end result of where you're going to take your AAP program with you. You are in a united business front together. Now, it could be cold market, but local zones could be warm market, and you will get a lot of no's. So be prepared, but you will get a yes. Now it's all about getting leads and more leads and more leads. Now we have that promise of what you're going to offer them. Is it going to be increased exposure, increased maximized sales and revenue streams, because they already have that, so you're going to increase their revenue. Sift through it. This could be on location. It could be on their pain points and mission points. Are they an elephant? Are they really, really big that you have to jump through leaps and bounds and hoops to reach them? Or are they small like a mouse that you could help them grow, and probably in more ways than you even imagine beyond this? So you can connect with, say, a 10, do your sift, sort, and separate. So 10 being high, 1 being low, and what process will you choose? Are you going to do it through an email, a phone call, a webinar? Now, we'll be doing trainings on this in the next call. You will get some no's, but you will also get a lot of yeses. Prepare to overcome objections, and eliminating that emotional attachment really helps with that. The more you go out, the more you have a response to any objections. So also presentation, get a scheduled call. Now you can book a call. Zoom is free, and there's also Calendly, in where you could set up your own appointment schedule for free, and it will link to your Zoom account. You're able to have a call through Zoom with them. Now, with the business plan of an AAP, now I always reach for that high target, and I want to reach for that high target. Even if I come up short, it's better to be reaching the high target than aiming for the smaller target and being sharp and precise. Now, you want to have a promise to them. I help clothing stores maximize exposure, boost sales, and enhance revenue. I reach out to them through emails, through a funnel system, or I have an outsourcing that I can do. Now, when you're reaching out via the phone, it is important to remember they're called gatekeepers, but they're really responsible for quite a lot. So remember, an inch of time can find an inch of gold, but an inch of gold cannot find an inch of time. The person you are speaking with, time is extremely valuable. So therefore, when you have your promise, you're to the point, direct, and valuing their time. And it's important to speak to them as if you're talking to the owner themselves. Now, set out a target as well. We have a 60-day program. In 60 days, how many AAPs do you need to reach out to get that one? How many do you need to have in that 60 days to reach your goal target? And we're going to cover this a lot more in the training as well. Now, it's about massive action, massive prospects will get you massive results. You also have an irresistible offer. So it's a win-win. Now, this could be, you might like to offer them some free videos. You might be good at videos. Like I have a tool that can make 30-second videos in 5 seconds. I can offer 10 free videos to advertise for them. What they also have in the irresistible offer already existing with Avazoo is their $100 ticket that will reward them $3 million bonus if they introduce the grand winner, or the 100 winners of 100 grand through their QR code. Now they also have the free weekly games. How does this help? Well, their patrons are going to be active every day on our game of trying to win a cash prize out of the cash prizes. They're going to be excited, engaged, and what's also going to happen in that, they're going to remember the store who they purchased the ticket from. So you might be able to offer to attach the QR banners to help them a process of attaching a QR to the banner. You might be able to offer that service. Videos have explained. You might be also able to help them with a website. They might not have a website, or you might be able to help them with that desire. You could place your organization in a rotator, which could attach more leads for them. And you could also even go into creating a free ebook, for example. I like for restaurants, to have some printout cards that they could even sell online with their QR attached to every little recipe in a card. And that person is getting gifted from the store, thanks for buying a ticket. But here's some recipes from our store. They might not have bought a ticket in the store, but a little gift pack of those cards with the QR code for the raffle on those recipe cards, they're taking it home with them. So that's I like that one. So always be of true value. And I truly value your business. And I want to assure you that I'm dedicated to delivering exceptional results. By choosing to partner with Avazoo, and you are the Avazoo representative, you're not only making a smart choice, but also partnering with us to achieve a win-win situation. We're here to support you every step of the way and to ensure your satisfaction and success. I also have gone out and I do my own file. Now, here we have Henry, and I know his pain points. I know where he wants to get to. I know his desired outcome. I know his struggle with his business. I know where I can help and assist and go above and beyond. So I have a checklist of what I have offered, such as banners with the QR code. I've performed that duty for him. It relieved something from him, and he was able to then just go and print them out. I have helped him through each of the trainings, knowing that he understands that it's the place of the banner, knowing what his rewards are, such as if he was to invite the winner, what he would receive. I've gone through the training with him to make sure he understands what is required. NFTs, there's that option as well. They do need to pay the $19.95 to have that minted NFT. So go above and beyond, adding value to the AAP store, because in the longevity of this, they're going to be with you in every single raffle that comes forward. Now, in the next 90 days, if you could have anything, now I really want you to think about this, especially for the training that's coming up. And I know that our 50 million bonus pool is 60 days, but I'm just going to focus on this. I want for the next call to encourage you to think about how much money do you require for you to have your ultimate dream, your ultimate lifestyle, everything you've ever dreamed of, how much money do you require? Now, what if I told you it's possible? I want you to write it down because we will cover this in the team training. Okay, it's very important. So there's some homework to do. I'm going to call Paul back before I do that. Stop sharing. Escape. Just coming back to you, and I'm going to introduce Paul. Hi, Paul. Oops.
Oh, I double clicked the button then, sorry.
So, yeah, had some technical issues this morning. So, hello, everybody. Hi, Lisa. Glad to have you on the call. Hopefully, you'll be on the training call because that's going to be really, really exciting call for everybody. So, Paul, we were talking about longevity yesterday and short term as well. And with a small business client that I was prospecting to. And you gave me a really good insight to that. And maybe you would like to share that more. And also, please, can you clarify for me the graph that I shared with the AAP, if I'm on the right track?
Yeah, of course. So yeah, the conversation we were having yesterday was regarding one of the prospects that you've got who's she's got a store and she's considering either becoming an AAP or becoming a ticket holder. Now, obviously, if they become an AAP, they also become a ticket holder, but she's intrigued by the $50 million pool, which an AAP doesn't qualify to be in, because obviously they have an advantage by having the store and foot flow. So our conversation was short-term gain or long-term gain. Short-term gain would be if she managed to qualify for the pool and she was in the pool, and at the end of the ticket sales, the pool becomes payable. So if that becomes payable, we're hoping to have that all the tickets sold within the next 100 days, which means that it would become payable on the 101st day. But if she became an AAP, she gets to grow her clientele, and as long as she's an active AAP, that clientele stays with her. So on the example I gave you, we'll just role play it between us now, and I'll work it out on the spot. So if you had a small business, on a weekly basis, how many customers would you say you get through the door?
With the store that I'm in, I would have possibly 100 customers a day.
100 customers a day. You open 7 days a week?
I'm opened 5 days a week, but I'm really struggling because with the COVID, production has gone down, and the rent is increasing dramatically, that I'm really concerned about keeping the store actually open.
So if you have 100 customers a day and you work a 5-day week, you'll agree with me that you're getting around about 500 customers a week through your doors.
That's correct.
Okay. Now, is there a particular reason that you're only open the 5 days?
Well, I have family and I have children. We go to sports events on the weekends, and I do some also trying to venture online in gaining revenue through online sales, because there's not enough coming through the store.
Okay. So if we just stick to the 5 days per week, are you open throughout the year, the full 52 weeks in the year, or do you take holidays?
No, we're opened 52 weeks during the year.
Okay.
We can't afford holidays at the moment, but we would love to have a holiday.
Fantastic. We'd all like to have a holiday, and hopefully I'm going to be able to give you a solution that will bring you that dream. Okay, so if I take your 500 customers and times that by 52, we're just going to say that that stays an average. Obviously, with things like holidays, Christmas and things like that, you might find an uptake in business around that time, but I want to keep this on the low side. So that means that you averagely get 26,000 customers a year. Okay, now if I times that by, let's be conservative and say 15%. Of those customers, that gives you 3,900 customers per year. Okay. Again, being conservative, because we have multiple levels of ticket prices, I'm going to times that by our lowest ticket price, which is $20.
Yeah.
Okay. which gives a revenue to Avazoo of $78,000. Now, we pay you a direct revenue stream of 5%. So that gives you, oh, excuse me 1 second. Dave's just messaged me. That gives you a income of 3,900. Okay. So that's basing it on your 3,900 customers that are coming through the door on your yearly basis. Now, obviously, we want to help you encourage the trade to come in and pick it up. So it means that you're going to get more and more people. Now, that 3,900 is based on one raffle. Okay. We're planning on doing 12 raffles a year. So if we times that figure by 12, that actually means on a yearly basis, you're probably looking at something like 46,800 as a revenue stream.
Wow. Really?
Yep. And that's basing it just on a 12 raffle cycle. That's not talking about the D-Day raffle or anything like that, where we actually times everything by 5 and you've got 5 times the amount of tickets that are going to be sold for that actual raffle. That's not talking about any other promotions or anything else that we're going to be bringing in. And that's just basing it on your customer basis right now. Now,
that's incredible.
The
Wow.
kicker to this is anyone that signs up with you through your QR code is with you for life as long as you're an active AAP member, which means that as long as they keep coming back and buying tickets, that 3,900 that we lowballed, you could actually increase that as time goes on. But if we just stick to that, we know that you're going to get around about 15%. You could get 20%, you could get 25%. But we like to say the average, I've taken an extra 5% off that, will be around about 15%. So you can see that for yourself, if you were with Avazoo for life, that's an extra 46,000 that you're going to be getting every year.
And this would more likely increase my exposure as well, wouldn't it?
Certainly would. And what we would like to do as a company is we're not going to be sticking QR code in the shop next door to you or across the street from you. I'm not saying you're not going to have one in the same town, but what we can say is it's not going to be next door or across the street.
And this is all for free.
This is all for free. We're offering this for free now, but if you decide this isn't for you at the time and you come back to us because you see how successful it is and how well the business is, because we will find a business in the area having an uptake, you could come back and find it. There's actually a charge for the next raffle. If you come on board now, it's completely free.
Wow. So what are the next steps I need to do?
All you need to do is go to our main website. At the bottom of our website, you'll find the Avazoo Associates Program link. Click on there, fill in your details. Now, we do require 3 things from you. One is a copy of your business license to make sure you're a legitimate business. The second one is a picture of the outside of your store. And the third one is a picture of the inside of your store. And once you've done that and it's been passed by our regulators, making sure that obviously you're able to sell tickets in your area, which I'm sure you can, otherwise we wouldn't be having this conversation. The regulators will pass you. And then once you're passed, you'll receive your QR code. You'll receive a complimentary $100 ticket into the first draw. And you're away.
Wow, that sounds very exciting. Thank you so much, Paul. I will certainly go ahead and do that. I'll stay in contact with you too. Thank you so much.
I'm always there to help.
It's given me some hope.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. You know, the end results. What can you offer them that's really going to help them? And that's a great way to present it to Paul, of how many clients did. And I probably gave you a little number. Sorry.
No,
but,
it's fine. You can see even with a little number of you getting 100 customers through the door a day, it soon mounts up. And you know, the example I did with you last night was a 20% uptake. I did it at 15% uptake.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're not even saying you're going to get half the people taking a ticket. We're giving them a low amount.
Yes. Yeah. And that gives a realism result as well.
As a company, we've always tried to under promise and over deliver rather than doing it the other way around.
And we certainly do that. So, okay, is there any questions? Does anybody have? Hello, everybody. Hi, Tanya. Lisa Johnson, hello everybody. Anasilda, hi from Spain, I believe. So hopefully this has been very helpful for you. Please come on the training call that is happening probably in 20 minutes. My other clock battery died. So in 20 minutes, we will have some team training, and I'm going to really delve into your end result. What do you want to do? And in the end result, because you have an opportunity, once in a lifetime opportunity right now to really make your dreams come true. So the team training will go into everything there. I won't jump the gun, but what do you want? If you're able to enter into a $50 million pool, how much would you like to have a piece of that pie? We'll work on that in the next one, Paul. All right. So thank you so much, everybody. And I look forward to seeing you on the team training, which is really kind of my expertise, and look forward to that. So, Paul, thank you so much as well for being
No
here.
problem. I'll see you in 20 minutes.
Okay. See you then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.